Guys, I just found about carnivore itis. I just found out about it.
Coronavirus.
Everybody is eating each other because they're carnivores. Ah! Before the coronavirus, I didn't work out that much on my own at home because I got a lot of exercise going to school and doing PE and cheer and just walking around and dancing and being crazy. So when we were just stuck at our houses, I had to work out on my own and actually do stuff to stay active. So I used my spin bike a lot. Then my cheer team sent home workouts we can do. But I loved going to the high school with my friends to work out in the morning because I wasn't allowed to hang out with them, but my parents let me do that since it's outside and we were 6 feet apart. And my sleep schedule was pretty bad, so getting up and going to the high school helped me go to bed earlier so that I could wake up, and then it helped me start doing school once I was done with that. I also had to track a lot of it for PE, and I did yoga. For cheer, my gym was open for tumbling privates, and then eventually they started letting us do classes, and I was excited to get my full. And tryouts for the high school happened recently, and I made it, which was super exciting. I worked on some new tricks during quarantine, and there's this one you're probably seeing right now that I kept throwing my body on the ground, and I definitely got close, and have I gotten it? Not yet, but I'm gonna keep trying. And now you can watch me fall 5,000 times working. I did work super hard on it though. So I'm proud of myself for continuously throwing my body on the ground, even though everything hurt. I kept landing on my butt, and I was like, Mom, will you look at my butt? It hurts so bad the next day. And there's all these purple polka dots because I bursted the blood vessels on my butt cheek. For activities that I did, I love jumping on the tramp. So during quarantine, I went out there and I would just jump for hours, just flipping and flipping until I couldn't breathe anymore, and I was getting lightheaded from just going so crazy. I also played a lot of basketball. Me and my friend would go live, and we would both go live from our houses and play basketball for all of our Instagram followers. Bike rides, my absolute favorite. I would just hop on my bike and leave whenever I needed to. And I would go around the lake and just put in my headphones and listen to some good music. Some projects I did were putting all these pictures up on my wall, which I'm glad I did because I've been wanting to do that for a while. I also dyed a cowgirl hat pink. Very grateful I did that. I learned 2 songs in Spanish, which you're watching the performance I made for it. This is the first. Here's the second song. This is just me dancing to it, but I learned 2 Spanish songs, and I'm only in Spanish 3, so I'm proud of myself for that. Me and my mom also made up a lot of dances. She's a drill coach somewhere, and we used this dance for her tryout. Oh, we got my dad to do some dances for TikTok, and this TikTok got 5,000 likes. Super happy about that. There's this workout video that teaches you a dance, and it's cardio that me and my mom did, which was really fun. During quarantine, I was pretty grateful for my sisters because since we were all stuck at home, not allowed to hang out with friends, we kind of had to be friends with each other and play. And I know I don't want to brag, but they looked out because I'm pretty awesome. I'm a pretty awesome big sister, but I love hanging out with them. This is me and my sister made a little fight routine on the tramp. Both of my sisters are kind of cheerleaders, so it's fun for us to make up stunts and dances. Every night though, they would be like, "Can we sleep over?" And I'm like, "Fine." So they slept over in my room every night, and it was pretty wild and fun. It was nice to have company at nighttime. Here's my sister twerking on my bed. But, of course, we were encouraging it, and we, showed our parents, look at what we taught her. We taught her this. Of course, we put on concerts. I painted her face, and then, unfortunately, she painted mine, and that got out of hand. But it was really fun. Then the neighbor boys attacked my sister with water guns, so, being as awesome as I am, I loaded up and went and attacked them back for her, and they haven't sprayed her again. Me and my best friend kind of had separation anxiety, and we were dying not being able to hang out in person. So thank goodness for FaceTime. I made this little montage of all the crazy things we did. We FaceTimed pretty much every day for the whole time. We fall asleep on the phone. We wake up, call each other, do everything together, and then fall asleep on FaceTime too. Except for my parents, they turned on screen time so that both of our parents, both of them turned on screen time so we couldn't use some apps at night, and we would just email each other because our phones were all locked up. But it was really cool emailing each other because that's kind of old school. We also made that green screen video. So she took a video at her house, and then I green screened myself on top of it, which was really fun. Oh, you probably just saw we cried a ton when we found out school was canceled even longer because we knew that probably meant we couldn't hang out even longer. But we did love Zooming. We thought it was so funny. And it was just cool how we used social media to talk to each other. We depended on that. This is me showing her how big my butt is because she was like, you have a small butt. And this is me proving her wrong. Thankfully, our parents started letting us hang out outside, 6 feet apart. So we're like, okay, if that's how we got to do it. But, oh my gosh, it was freezing. We watched 5 feet apart, just laying on our cement, and it was 36 degrees. My toes fell off pretty much at her house. But we would just do fires every night and wear tons of clothes to stay warm. Here's us watching a movie on my grass now. Also, again, it was freezing. But it was really fun, and we had to get creative to hang out. Then they let us kind of go on drives, but we had to take separate cars. And so we followed the rules of quarantine strictly for 6, 7, 8 weeks. We had it one time we wanted to drive together, and I just literally, as you're seeing, held onto the back of her car because they would kill me if I got on the inside. So we had to just do everything outside from there, and thankfully it got warmer. So we were able to do bike rides and go paddleboarding and just hang out outside. We used this cool app on our computer called Netflix Party, where we could watch this same Netflix show at a time and text each other from our houses, which was awesome. We did 2 series using that. And then I remember it was so awesome when we both went in our own cars and we would just press play on the same Taylor Swift song at the same time, and we just did a little concert in our cars. As you can see now, we eventually caved and started sneaking, hanging out with each other inside and going in the same car. That was her crying the first time she came in my house. But we would pick each other up, or I would come, we would both drive away from one of our houses and then park one of our cars and then hop in the other person's car. I think the reason that we started sneaking being together was because we were getting really depressed, and we decided it's either our physical health with corona or our mental, because it was really hard not seeing people. Thank goodness we could hang out with our friends outside for the first couple weeks. It was definitely hard seeing other people hang out inside and doing all this fun stuff that we were missing out on, while we were dying following all the rules, just because it's dang it, I I wish I could do that, but I'm grateful I got to go on hikes and like we parked our cars outside and the working out in the morning and tumbling outside. It was fun. But there came a point where we're like, oh, we can't do this anymore. We need to go hang out with all of our friends inside and we need to hug them. Like, you need oxytocin. I think there was a point where my parents were like, yeah, this is dumb. I think that was like week 8. And perfect timing. That's when all of my friends went camping. And they're all seniors, so like they're leaving. And then all the boys who were on their missions that came back that were friends with them last year, who were super seniors, went. And I think I was the only junior. And it was so cool to be with all these old people. And it was just a great thing to do with them, especially since they're all graduating. Oh, it was fun. And, yep, we touched. We kind of had like our own little prom there because we were playing music and slow dancing with the boys, which was fun. And a lot of them were crying because they were sad about their senior year. But camping was a blast. Quarantine was definitely an adjustment because all of a sudden we're all at home by ourselves, feeling like every day's the same. It's kind of boring, but it was healthy to have the time to take for myself to work on what I needed and focus on what's important. I also realized a lot of things I took for granted, so I was very grateful for things. On the night of prom, that it would have been, we went to the high school and we just did our own little dance party outside in the parking lot. My friend invited me to go to Logan, which was really fun. And now things are going pretty back to normal. I'm allowed to hang out and everything. Having a good time, and I'm overall grateful for the experience. And this is just me documenting what happened for me during this time.